Okay, so this is the middle level math open house. Okay, so I'm going to first introduce myself. Okay, and then also quickly explain how does the ISEE, the middle level math test. Okay, what topics it cover. Okay, and what is the testing, the timeline. Okay, and then we are going to use some examples. Okay, examples to explain, like, or maybe let you see my teaching style. Okay, and then some of the examples for important topics that we have. We don't have enough time to go over we have 44 topics, okay, total for the classes. So each week, okay, we will go over a couple of the topics, and it depends on everybody's how you take, and then I will adjust the pacing. Maybe some of the week we'll go over quite a few topics, okay, and some of the weeks, okay, we may go through the topics a little bit slower. So here, okay, this is about me. So I graduated from Colorado School of Mines, okay, with a PhD, doctor's degree in chemical engineering, okay, and I have taught many different high school level math class, algebra 1, algebra 2, okay, pre-calculus, okay, and in momentum learning, I have taught contest math and the 6th grade math class, the CBE 1, okay, and the algebra 1, algebra 2, okay, and also pre-calculus and also the ACT math. I really enjoy, okay, and excited working with momentum learning this year again, okay, and help to engage students and help them to make connection with some real world applications. Okay, so this is the IC test. The name is Independent School Entrance Examination. So this is used to be admitted to private middle school and high schools. So for the middle level is shooting for 7th and 8th grade. Okay. And okay, this is the testing season. Okay, there are 3 seasons: fall, winter, and spring, summer. There, you can take only once per testing season. Okay, once per testing season. So the scores, okay, are typically due in early January. Now, most of the students, okay, will have the opportunity to take the test once or twice. Okay, we highly recommend you to take one, okay, in the late November, okay, in late November. So this class will start next week, okay, and then will end before the in the middle of the November, and then you can have very fresh memory, and then go to take the IC test, okay, and then if the results, okay, are not very satisfactory, okay, then you can retake it again in December or early January, so you can have the satisfying scores, okay, before the deadline. Okay, this is the class we offer. Okay, we offer both math and English for the middle level. Okay, so we have the instructor is information and the date and the time. Okay, so this is up to applying, okay, the private school, grades 7 through 8. Okay, so the quiz. Okay, and please be expected. Okay, every week you have homework, and we also have 3 mock tests. Okay, will be given. So most of mock test, okay, will be taken at home, but depends on the time. We may have 1 mock test, okay, at the end, okay, in the class. So if you register and pay by today, okay, then you have $25 discount. Okay, and if you register both math and English, okay, together, okay, then you have additional discount here. Okay, let's look at number of questions and the time you will be given. So the math part, okay, there are 2 sections. One is the quantitative reasoning. You have 37 questions, okay, and 35 minutes. For the mathematical achievements, you have 47 questions and you have 40 minutes. So you can decide your pacing. Now, because you want to leave yourself maybe some of time to double check, okay, or maybe triple check, okay, some certain questions. So you need to know, like, okay, how many time you will allocate, okay, for each question. Okay, of course, each question, the difficult level is different, but you have like rough the pacing guide. So for the middle level, okay, the total duration of the test is 2 hours and 50 minutes. Okay, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Math itself is 35 minutes plus the 40. One type of the questions, you probably never seen before. We call it quantitative, there's a quantitative comparison. So quantitative reasoning is something like consists of word problems. You need to use your knowledge and then try to figure out, what will be the correct answer. And some of them require either no calculation or simple calculation. Now, this type of quantitative comparison is something might be new to a lot of you. So we need to compare two quantities, A and a B. And then you need to decide, are they equal in the value, or is A, the quantity is larger, or B is larger, or you cannot determine from the information given. Based on those, those are your answer choices, A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Depends on how you compare the two quantities. So this type is called quantitative comparison. So we will try to go over a couple of the examples today here in the open house. And we also have another section is mathematics achievement. That with compile, conform to the national mathematics standards, and we'll ask you to identify the problem, and then find the solution. Usually multiple steps. Usually need to do multiple steps for that. Now let's look at the topics. So those are the big topics. So we split it in the class. We have 44 topics total. So each, I mentioned each week we'll go over a couple topics. So we have some of the topics, might be numbers. We have number types, and estimation, rounding, some of the easy, just the easy ones, fraction, decimals, and exponents and roots, scientific notation. Arithmetic, you will be doing some question like order of the operation, like a pandas, arithmetic word problems. And algebra, we will do some operation of the algebra expression. We will do the multiply the polynomial, factoring some of the expressions, and absolute value inequalities. And of course, we have lots of the others, the ratios, proportion, percentage, sequences. So a lot of topics will be covered in the middle level math test. Let's look at quickly, how does ISEE score, your test, and then what is our goal, what is our goal? So mainly you need to remember each question, answer correct is +1 point. If you're not skipping any, or incorrectly, will not deduct the points. Those are the things you need to remember. You need to remember that. So do not skip any question, just guess. Now here is the scoring here. So after all, you have like scaled scores here. So our goal is reaching 7, 8, 9. Because those are the ranking, for the percentile. So we want you to have at least like 80%, for the ranking, and then better to the 90% here. So this is our goal, reaching 8 and a 9, reaching the 7, 8, 9 here. Any questions so far? Just about the test, this is just about the test itself. If not, I will start with some examples now. Let's look at some examples. So let's look at the first one. The topic here, covered here, the first is the percent. 16 is 25% of what number? You can type your answer in the chat. When you type your answer, it's A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. It's easier for me to check how many of you choose A, how many of you choose B. Very good. Chris, can you explain how did you come up with the answer?
So I just multiplied 16 by 4
16, okay, how did you come up, you actually need to multiply 16 by 4?
because 25 is a quarter of like a dollar, so it's like
Uh-huh.
fourth.
Okay, yeah, so 25% is 1/4 and of what number? Okay, that's the number you need to find and equals the 16 and you times 4. Very good. Okay, so we have a very general here. So when we have the percent, it's always the part, okay, over the whole here. Okay, now this time we need to know what is the whole number. Okay, what is the whole number? So you can set up, 25% equals the 16 and the whole number, and then you can do the calculation. Or just like, if everybody have this same method, you just do 16 times 4, or maybe you set up like the general rule. Percent is always part over whole, okay, and then you can decide, do I multiply the percentage or do I divide by the percentage? So this is my general way, okay, general is this. Percent equals the part, divide by the whole here. Okay, of course, you can change that percent times the whole equals the part, okay, or things like that, okay, or whole equals the part over the percent. But this is the general formula. Okay, now let's take a look. So it's 25% equals the, okay, so remember this first is a part. And the number, whatever after the off is always the whole, okay, always the whole. So we will have 25%, okay, equals the part, which is the 16, okay, and then divide by the whole, okay, and then we can do the calculation. The 25% is 1/4, okay, and then do the cross multiply. Whole is 4 times the 16. Okay, so let's look at the next one. 9 is what percent of 45? So this time we need to find what is the percent. We already know the part, we already know the whole. Okay, so what is the percent here? Okay, I will quickly go over the formula again. So percent is always part over the whole. Okay, this time we need to know what percent, okay, and whatever after off is always the whole, okay, always the whole here, okay, and then the one, okay, before the is always the part, okay, that's the part. Okay, let's start, Olivia. Okay, I know you probably are still calculating. Can you tell me, how did you start?
So like
So,
like for me, I don't know how to explain this, but like I need to find like what's 9, like what percentage of 9 is of 60.
what do you mean 60? Like, how did you find the 60?
Right.
So have you like at least the set up something like what divide by what some multiply or what multiply a number? Okay, don't worry. Let me ask Derek.
What?
Yes. Have you started?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So did you set up?
This what the answer is? Are you asking what the answer to this question is?
Yeah, but also tell me like how did you find the answer?
I think it's C because 9 times 5 is 45. So that means 9 is 1/5 of 45, and 1/5 is equal to 20%.
Oh, so it looks like a lot of you using the strategy say, okay, how do you get 9 to the 45? And then because it's multiplied 5, then the percentage is 1/5. So like Chris used the first one, it says, oh, this is 1/4, and then 16 times the 4. Okay, that's a good strategy. The general strategy, okay, general strategy is percent equals the part over whole. And my part here is the 9, my whole is 45. So 9/45, that is 1/5. Okay, whichever method, okay, is works very well. So 1/5, okay, when you change to the percentage, okay, that's 20%. Okay, very good. Okay, now let's look at our last one. Now this time, okay, the unknown is different. So we need to find what is the 10% of the 70% of 40. Now, each topic we have, so in the class, okay, in the class next week, each topic we will have some very fundamental questions, okay, and then we'll also have some challenge questions, okay, and then you have weekly homework for each topics. So let's look at this one. What should be the correct answer, A or B or C or D? Okay, very good. Okay, very good. Chris, okay, what did you do for this one?
So what I did was I did 100 and then 70. I can't really explain this, but I just write the percentage into a fraction.
Mm-hmm. Right,
I
10 over 100.
and instead of 40, I did 400.
400, okay.
And so then it's easier, and because 400 is, well, 10 multiplied by 4 is 400. I just
Oh, okay.
multiplied 7 by 4,
Mm-hmm.
and it was 28. And because I added an extra 0, the answer should be 2.8.
Okay, yeah, very good. Okay, very good. Derek, what is your strategy?
So 70% of 40 is just 10. It's just 5 times. No, it's 7 times 1/10 of 40, which is, so that's 7 times 4, which is 28, and then 10% of that is 2.8.
Mm-hmm, very good. So we can, because we have so many off, okay, we can do, okay, from the inside and out, 70% of the 40 is 70%, right? 70%, which is 7 over 10.
Or you can do 10%. Or you could do 7% of 40 because you do 10% of 70%.
Yes. Okay, and then we can do this. Okay, the 40 divided by 10, that's 4. This is 28. Okay, and then 28, 10% of the 28. Okay, 10%. Okay, you can change that to 1/10. Okay, that's 2.8. So basically, when you have so many off, okay, because that's the percentage, that's the whole. So it's just the 10% times the 70% times the 40. Okay, you can either do 10% of the 40 first or 70%. I usually like to work inside out. So the answer is B. Okay, the answer is B. Okay, so Chris, your method is good. Okay, it just does sometimes, okay, I think here is very, because the digit is scaled is 2 and 8. So what if sometimes, okay, so give you a 28, and then this one is 0.28, then you need to be very careful to do that. Okay, let's look at next topic is word problem. Okay, it's about the percentage, but it's word problem. So I want you to read carefully, okay, and then to see which one is the best answer, okay, for the one on the left side. So this is a percent increase, okay? We need to find a percent increase. Okay, I'm going to start, okay, because it looks like you guys are working on that. So this is what I usually teach. So the topic, okay, I will give example. So I give some time for you to let you try out first. Okay, and then if some of you already got answer, I will let you explain. Maybe it's correct, okay, maybe it's wrong, let you explain the strategies. But some of the question, if I think, okay, wait pretty long, okay, then I know, okay, then I know I need to explain that for sure. So I got one answer. Olivia, what is your strategy? Like, how did you start?
Oh, so I just did original value minus like the change value. So got that, and then I times by 100.
Okay, so the first part you are correct. Okay, first part is correct. Now it's not divided times 100 because we are asking for the percent increase. So here is okay, because it's a change. So percent increase or decrease. Okay, percent change is usually the formula. Your new value minus the old value, and we need to divide by the old value. Old value is not necessary is always 1 or 100. Okay, so this is what the percent change always do. The new value, okay, now from the old, now increase or decrease to a new number. Okay, what's the percentage change? It's the new minus the old divided by the old. So what is my new value right now is $5.20. Okay, what is my old one is $4. So the change itself is $1. That's $1.20, right? Okay. Now $1.20, okay, it's not directly 12% because it's changing from what? From the $4. So the percent for that change, okay, that need to be divided by the $4. Okay, divide by the original one, the old one. So $1.20 divided by the 4. When you calculate, that's 0.3. 0.3, if you change that to the percentage, that's 30%. Okay, that's 30%. And if you have time, you can double check. 4 of the, okay, 30% of the $4, okay, that should be $1.20. Okay, and then you add on that, it should be $5.20. So the answer should be D. Okay, the answer should be D. So remember the percentage change. Okay, this is the formula: new minus the old, and then we have to divide by the old. Okay, we have to divide by the old. Okay, let's look at the one on the right side. Okay, now in the real life, right, we deal with some of the sales tax. Now, after a 10% sales tax is added to the original price, not desk is right now cost 220. What should be the original price? If the original price is $100, okay, then you add 10% of the tax, okay, which will be $10 of the tax, okay, and then you have the total cost together. So I want you to try this, okay, and what will be the correct answer? Okay, Derek, okay, you got it very fast. Can you explain?
220 so if you wanted to do it, there's two ways. So if you want to do it just the slow way, you could do 100. You could do 100 plus 10%, and then that's 110, and then you could multiply that by 2
Mm-hmm.
to get 220. So
Yeah.
you would
What is your fast?
price
Yeah,
would be double of 100
very
dollars,
good.
which is 100. And you could also do it like 220 so you could just do 220 and then see like what would times what plus 10% would be that.
So you can just say, oh, okay, my original price times, okay, the tax, okay, so it will be 1 plus the 10%. It should be 1.1. So I can do this one a little bit. Okay, so X, okay, and then plus the 10%, which is 0.1 X. Okay, that should be equals to 20. Okay, and that is 1.1 X, okay, equals to 220. Okay, and then when you divide by 1.1 on both sides, divide by 1.1 on both sides, that's $200. So, okay, you realized, okay, after the 10% the sales tax, okay, it's always just the whatever this. So it will be 1 plus, okay, 1 plus that percent, okay, which is that 0.1 times the original price, okay, and then equals the total cost. So the answer is 200. Okay, the answer is 200. So Derek explained very well. We have like a quicker way or a slower way. Slower way is like, just like what if, okay, if the original price is 100, okay, then the tax is 10, okay, that will be 110. Oh, okay, now the cost is 220, so which means it's doubled, and there's the 200. Okay, so of course for this one, maybe not that slow, but still this is the general way. Okay, this is this one is the general way here. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. Let's look at the next topic. Let's look at whole number. Okay, whole number word problem. Okay, this one, it's not challenging, but you need to convert what the question is actually asking. So we have 32. Okay, and Frank want to arrange all this into identical bouquet, which means each bouquet are the same, okay? So number of the tulip, number of the roses should be the same. Okay, now he wants to make as many bouquet as possible, so he can send away, to the friends, okay, many friends. Now, how many tulips will be in each bouquet? Derek, you have a question?
I already know the answer.
What did you say?
I said A. Because they're all multiples. Because you can do it two ways. So you either say that and you can sort of think that it would not be D firstly if you want to do it that way, because 3, 4, and 6 are all multiples of D, and you want to make as many bouquets as possible. So you would want a smaller number. So and it would not be B because it would probably not be B because and you can also see that all of them are multiples of 12, which means that you would choose 3 because that is the smallest number that there are multiple of, because 12 is a multiple of 3.
Okay, very good. I thought you have a question. Okay, I saw your hands up. Okay, so now you heard okay what Lyric's explanation. So he probably started with like the answer choices, right? So if we have the 12 tulips, okay, the fraction or the ratio wise, if the 12 tulips in one in the bouquet, okay, and then the other one, okay, it's like divided by five, 3 here, right? So you have 3 if each bouquet is 12 tulips, okay, that means you have 3 bouquets. Okay, and then you have 8 roses, okay, and then you have divide by that. Okay. But this one giving you only 3, okay, the bouquet. Okay, and then 6, okay, if you have 6 tulips, okay, then 36 divided by 6, you actually have 6 bouquets. And then 4 is still possible, okay, it's possible, 4, and they have 9, wait, yeah.
Can I
Oh, you cannot have 4, you are right, okay, because
can I
when you
say
have the
something as
4,
well?
yeah,
So you would also know that it would so you could know that it would either be three or four because three is a multi and 6 and 12 are both multiples of 3 and four is a factor of 12.
So this question, okay, when I translate word question to the math language, I said, oh, this one we need to find GCF. Greatest common factor. Okay, there is, you learn the LCM, least common multiples. And here we need to find the greatest common factor. What is the greatest common factor between the 36, 24, and 48? That is 12. Okay, that's 12. So the greatest common factor give you, okay, how many bouquets? So we have 12 bouquets. So you have 36 and the 24 and the 48. You are splitting into, right, all identical bouquets. So the 12 is our GCF. So you can split it to 12 piles, okay, to 12 piles. Now each piles, now you have the 36 and then you divide by 12, that will be the 3. So the answer is 3. So you need to learn how to translate the very, like, the very long sentences to like what exactly you were asking for. So this is the question on the left side. Okay, now let's look at the one on the right side. So read carefully and translate. What do we need here? Yeah, I said, wait, how did you get the 48? The answer, okay, all 3 of you got correct. Okay, it's 24. Okay, 24. Okay, Olivia, how did you come up with 24?
Wait. I think I used the greatest common factor. So
What is the greatest common factor?
8,
8 and 12.
8 and 12 is 24.
Oh, that's called the LCM. That's the least common multiples. This is not greatest common factor, it's the least common multiples, which is 24. And that's it. Okay, so we just need to find the least common multiple, which is 24. Okay, and then because then you can have 3 packs of this, right? And then 2 packs of that will make that. So the one on the right side is the LCM, least common multiples. The one on the left side is the greatest common factor. Good job. Our next topic, okay, we have some patterns. Okay, we have some patterns. Okay, so this is a question about the pattern. So we have a number pattern is showing like this. Now, if the pattern continues, what is the product of the 21st term and the 24th term? This is kind of like a IQ test, right? Say, if the pattern continues, okay, what will be the next one? Oh,
I
oh, wait. Okay, wait, Derek. Okay, so I need you to type in the chat. Okay, what would be your answer? Okay, and then wait for me to call you if I need you to tell us your strategy. Wait, have you already answered?
yeah, I found it already.
Okay, thank you. So just wait. Okay. Okay, we have two different answers. One is D, one is C. Okay, let's see which one is correct. Okay, which one is correct? Chris, can you explain how did you come up with C?
So the pattern is 3, 0, 5, 2, 8, and then it just keeps on repeating forever.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 is like the fifth number, and 5 multiplied by 4 gives you
Mhm.
20. And then
Mhm.
you, because it's 21, you got 8, and then you go to 3 because it's 21 and not 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get 3. And then for 24, same as how you got 3.
24, yeah, the same thing how you, so it repeats, the pattern repeats every five. So this one should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6, okay, and then going up. So 21 is 3 and 24 is 2. Okay, so the answer should be 6.
Yeah.
Good.
I keep mistyping it.
Oh, okay. I thought you just guys the product, not the addition. Mhm.
Yeah, because
Okay. Yeah, don't worry. So this is okay because the due to the time, okay, let's only do one of the pattern. Okay, let's do how about do this? Okay, this is the topic's called manipulating equations. Okay, let's look at the one on the left side. If I tell you 4y minus 3 equals the 15, what is the value of 8y minus 6? Okay, looks like okay. I tell you what, okay. A lot of you, are you calculating the y right now? Chris, Derek,
Yeah.
you okay? We don't have to. Okay, so I tell
Yeah.
you because I waited so long. Said, okay. So here we have a shortcut.
I
Okay,
know how to do it.
that's why this is called a manipulating. So you don't have to go through plus the 3 and then divide by the 4. Did you notice what is the what is the like what do you observe? 4y minus 3, 8y minus 6. This is what? Doubled. Okay, so this is basically you multiply the 2, you get 8y minus the 6. Okay, then of course you multiply the 2, that's your answer, 30. Okay, so this is the part. Okay, of course you say, how do I know? You scan quick. Okay, when you practice enough, you say, oh, I don't have to find what is the y because I need just to find 8 minus 6. That's the one.
I couldn't see the screen.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
Okay, we don't have time, but anymore. But let me ask you. Okay, so maybe we can do maybe one quick 1 minute. Do you guys like a probability question or ratio or lines angles? Yes. Okay, let's do one probability. Okay, I kind of like the probability question. Of course, each topic you need to do that. Okay, so let's do a probability. Let's do this one. Sorry. So if you have to go, then go. Then you can leave. Okay, but let's spend 2 minutes on this one. A probability question. When you have multiple choice, don't you not like this? None of the above. Okay, making you like, because if you're single choice, right?
I keep sending it to into like the wrong user.
Yeah, I just say none of the above. Okay, which means that could be the, so multiple choice. I do not like this choice, like none of the above. Okay, so which one could be correct? Okay, so wait, Derek, have you already answered?
Yeah.
Already did. Thank you. Okay, now let's start. Chris, can you tell me what would be the probability for if it is even number? What would be the probability?
That'd be 6 out of.
I'm asking Chris.
Oh wait.
What would be the probability if I'm just choosing even number? Chris, are you still here?
Yeah.
So between the 1 and the 12 or inclusive, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 to 12. What is the probability I'm choosing an even number? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
50%.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. The one. Okay, it's what? 50%, right? 50%. So it will be what? 6 out of 12. So it's not a 5 out of 12. So this is wrong. So A is wrong. And the and odd is the same. It's 50%, right? 50%, not 5 out of 2. Okay. Now, okay, I said, right, I do not like the none of the above because you cannot just say, oh, now between C and D. Okay, so prime number. Okay. Olivia, sorry, not, yeah, Olivia. Can you tell me all the prime number from 1 to 12?
1, 2, 3, 8, and 4. 4.
Oh, 4 is not the prime. Prime is means the only factor is 1 and itself. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, all the even number is not good. Okay, and then 5, and then the 7, 9 is not because 9 is 3 and a 3, 11. But remember, okay, 1, okay, 1 is not a prime number. So this is very important. 1 is not prime number. So the prime number is 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. We totally have 5. Okay, and then that is correct. This is 5 out of 12. Okay, so probability. Okay, so probability. So a lot of the topics that you guys already taught maybe in a school or maybe need to be extended, but probability itself need a lot of times is your like a common sense logic. Okay, so the time is already up. Okay, and thank you for joining in. Okay, and remember the registration and the pay is by today. Hopefully I will see you next week. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can stay around. Bye.